Hello and welcome to our mediumship reading, a hello from heaven and a message from the other side. So we'll jump right into our reading right away quick, and we will begin with our intuitive messages. So there's actually a few more than normal that came through today. So this is in regards to somebody who's very, very tired, overworked, overburdened with things, lots of worry, lots of anxiety, but basically depleted energy. So that's actually physical energy, mental energy, and emotional energy. So it's a time to take a little bit of a time out, a rest, and some sleep, and get some recharge in there because it was very focused on depleted energy fields, within and without the body as well. So this is also about dreams coming true or dreams coming to fruition. Okay, so whatever that means to you. And there's going to be some decisions that have to be made that are coming up in the time zone. So it's not specific time zone, but in sometime soon, okay? Decisions have to be made. And we're looking at a type of full moon ending, some sort of something that's been depleting energy fields, kind of burdened to too many responsibilities on your shoulders. So something to do in that nature. Is going to come to an end, or you have to make some decisions that's going to bring that energy field to an end. It's just a too much energy, too much going on, too much responsibility that's depleting your energy fields, depleting you physically, and you need to make some decisions to bring that to an ending or a culmination. And there's also the message of courage. So there's going to be some of you out there that need some messages of encouragement to build up your courage to keep going. And that's another thing that was the primary message was you need to rest, recharge. Very, very, very tired energy coming in, depleted. Recharge your energy fields and then keep going. Basically, the keep going part was the very prominent message of this, but you need to rest and recharge before you can take that next step. And there's going to be, this is going to resonate not for everybody, but I see a crescent moon pendant. So it's either on like a bracelet or a necklace or maybe a charm that's in a vehicle, but it's a crescent moon pendant. So if that resonates with you, or you have one of these, or you see one of these around, this reading will be for you. So we will begin with our messages first of all. Okay. I wish I told you more often how much I love you. This is interesting because this actually flipped up on the table when I was doing the pre-shuffle. Okay, that's one of them. Ooh. Now I have no pain. Okay, so whoever this person was, they wish they would have told you how much they loved you a lot more often. And whoever this was probably had medical problems or a sickness or illness or long-term illness or maybe a terminal illness, and they basically have no more pain. And when I see this, it makes me think that this person may have had cancer or a type of cancer at one point in time. Because I see the daffodils. And I see all of your thoughts. Okay, so this person is very, very in tune with you. So we'll leave these right here. They're with you all the time in order to see your thoughts. And they hold your hand at night. They tell you how much they love you every night, every morning. They're with you 24/7. And you know what? And the reason I say that is because they see all your thoughts, which means they're with you all the time. So if you have any visions, any unconscious thoughts that whistle through your head, that's them talking to you. Or you have any downloads or silent messages or in the dream state, it's because they're with you. So pay attention to what they're telling you. Lots of times it's your answers, your avenues out, or your opening doors, energy that are there waiting for you. They're helping you on the other side. So pay attention to that unconscious realm, those unconscious messages, words, dreams, whatever that means to you. And again, I keep on wanting to go down this path that this person had a long-term illness. It likely was cancer or a type of cancer or a long-term illness because of this one, I have no pain. And it may have even been a car accident actually as well. And I'm going to show you where this is. Beautiful. It's beautiful where I am. There's no pain, they're in a good spot, but they're always with you, and they want you to know that. In case you're thinking that you're alone, you're not. Okay, I'm going to pull one from this deck. Okay. The easiest way to prevent a problem is to quit taking part in it. Okay, so this could be part of the depleted energy field that I'm picking up on the intuitive messages. Someone's very tired. wore out, wore down, depleted energy fields mentally, physically, emotionally. And that could be because a lot of drama going on. So if you have a lot of drama going on, the general message here is the easiest way to prevent a problem is to quit taking part in it. So if it's kind of like always kind of poking sticks at you, or poking in the ribs, or trying to get your attention over and over for something that's really a negative situation that really you see no positive results, quit taking part in it. It's energy draining. Okay, so let's see who this person is. Way too many cards. Who's this guy? Okay, King of Wands. Okay, King of Wands. So this tells me that this person was a very, very strong person, courageous person. We have the line. Funny, we have the courage thing that came out in the intuitive messages, and we have the line in the background. This is very likely a very prominent male in your life. Could have been a father, a grandfather figure, or someone of a prominent male figure, but very, very set in their ways, very solid foundations, very good at what they did, very good at what they said, explained themselves well, and they held a lot of courage within. And to me, it's an older, more experienced person though. This, I'm saying male because it's the King of Wands, but it can be a very prominent female that was very, very, held a lot of confidence, held their head high, give a lot of good advice, probably quite worldly as well. And it could have been a person with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, because it's the Wands and those are fire signs. But had a lot of courage. They wore their courage well. They held their head high, and they were a really, really good leader. So whatever that means to you. So this could be definitely a parent figure, a mother, father, more prominent father, or it could be grandfather. And this coming in. Okay, so a prominent male, more than likely. What is this one? Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so this Seven of Pentacles, whoever this was working on something, waiting on something, or they had a plan or a course of action. They were waiting to see the results or fruition of their plan. Again, this is really heading down a male energy. They were working on something, doing something, trying to, doing like a staging plan, a chapter by chapter, working on something, whoever this man was, or a prominent male, like it's not gender specific, but very likely a male. They were working on something, doing something, and they were waiting for the results or answers or a type of fruition to come in. And it tends to be in the monetary realm or the physical realm, because it's a Seven of Pentacles. So whoever this person would have been a very, very busy person. They would have had lots going on. Okay, a funny thing, this actually flipped up in the pre-shuffle as well in the other deck. So the Tower. So this was an unexpected death is what happened here. An unexpected death. This person was a busy person, whoever he was. He was always on the go, doing something, planning something, working on something, trying to make something to come to fruition, but waiting for the next step to take root before he moved on to the next following step. This was like I said, an unexpected death. It kind of came out of nowhere. Now this, to me, this had like a long-term problem involved, but it may not have. Now that I see this, it could actually go either way. It's an unexpected death. Well, it could be. I mean, if you had someone who had a long-term illness that was in a car accident or something, that would have been unexpected, but they still would have had pain. So they have no pain, so that's a good thing. But whoever this man was an unexpected death. And if it wasn't an unexpected death, well, most time it is, but it could have been unexpected news or shocking news or something that had happened around, or maybe they might have told you something shocking before they passed. It involves something unexpected. The unexpected death, unexpected people, unexpected communication, an unexpected or a shock or a surprise around this person. So it may have been how they passed or when they passed, or it might have been even a shock of who passed. An unexpected something around this male, prominent male. And who is this person? person would have given you good advice too over the years, whoever this person was, because they're very grown up and very old mentality as well, right? Wisdom. A lot of wisdom. Okay. This person. Okay, so this person kept a lot to themselves. Okay, the Seven of Swords. So this has got a couple different meanings, this card. But this person who we're talking about, like I said, was a prominent figure in your life, more likely a male, an older male, very well put together, very well constructed, very orderly in their head. And they are somebody who, if you know what, if basically, it's kind of interesting because there's someone who stayed away from problems or drama. They didn't have time for that, because that's where the old wisdom, the old knowledge comes in. And it was someone who, if they liked you, you treated them good, they take the time and talk to you. But if you didn't, they wouldn't waste their time. And this person kept a lot of things to themselves. So the Seven of Swords has got multiple meanings, but with this particular reading, it fits as in they kept their cards close to their heart. They kept things to themselves, and whether or not they shared depended on the person you were and how you interacted with them. If you treated them with respect and you were good to them, they would share their personal thoughts, their personal feelings, their personal experiences, their wisdom, their knowledge with you, and even offer advice. But if you didn't kind of meet up to that expectation with an interaction or relationship with this person, they kept things to themselves. Basically, you wouldn't be worthy of their time or effort or energy. If you didn't want to listen, they wouldn't bother. If you're willing to listen, they take all the time in the world for you. This is somebody who really doesn't piss around. They're very, very focused and very, very serious in life. And I keep on, when I get this, I kind of get a Capricorn feel with this. Very serious in nature. They said what they meant what they said. They walk the walk, they talk the talk, and they really didn't put up with much BS. If you listen, great, they'll take the time, and if you're going to give them a bunch of garbage and BS, they leave you in the dust. And not a lot of patience for drama and bullshit, basically. Okay, so again, this is really going, and this could actually be a prominent figure in the workforce career. This could actually be an old boss as well. Somebody with an authority figure in your life. Doesn't mean it could be a boss, or it could be a parent. It could be one or the other, but it was an unexpected passing. This person may have had previous medical issues, maybe not. But the pain thing is quite prominent in this reading. And so do pay attention to your thoughts and your dreams and your intuitive message, your dream conversations with this person, because they're there and they're there to help you. This is a pretty good tight connection to whoever this person was involved with in the 3D or the earthly realm. Okay, so what's this person's advice to you? Okay, here we have the conflict card. So this is this is the Wheel of Fortune. So things falling in your favor. Again, this is about dreams coming to fruition, your hopes or dreams coming true. And again, that came up in the intuitive messages. So all in divine timing, right? The perfect time, the perfect place, the perfect spot. It's also the Destined card and the Fate card. And so everything's going to happen in perfect place, perfect time. And the Wheel of Fortune is going to spin in your favor. Now, this has got the conflict card around. So this is almost opposing energies. But if this is, you got drama coming in, which is that card, it means it's coming to an end. As soon as you quit taking part, it brings that cycle to a closure. So again, this is about the wheel is round. It's about cycles ending and cycles starting. And again, that could be with the choices. That could be one of the choices you're going to have to make with that full moon closure energy, is bringing an end to a drama scene. And this could be multiple cycles, not just one. It's things coming to a closure. And then at that point, things will start rolling in your favor. And so if this is also the card of competition, it's about, fighting and having the courage to go after what you want in the perfect place, perfect time, your destiny, period. And it's nice. It's going to come in cycles and stages, right? So it's ending conflict and drama and unwanted negative energy, but also fighting for what you want, fighting for what you need. And, you know, it's having the courage to go after what you want as well. And that's a very prominent message in this reading. It's having the courage to go after. And again, it's somebody who would have given you the encouragement you wanted to help build your self-esteem, empower you, right, to go after what you want. And as soon as I say that, you'll know who this person is. It's just like the destiny is going to fall in your favor, but there's some adjustments you're going to have to make. Yes, and choices. Here we go. You're going to have to make some, it's going to be more than one choice. And that's about moving forward victorious. And, you know, this could be multiple things going on here. The destiny, the destined path, the fate falling in your favor, rebuilding your courage, empowering yourself to move on. Yes, and here's the rest card. So this is, again, what came up. You need to get some rest. So this is also about rest. This is, to me, this is two of the things. You need some rest because you're depleted energy fields. That's within and without. This is also seeing this person in your sleep. If you notice this person sleeping and you see this person up in the corner, you're seeing this person at night. And now if you're not paying attention, or you're trying to avoid or not pay attention or ignore, it's saying don't. You see this person in your sleep all the time, and this person is telling you things. You need to write this down and pay attention, because that's your answers. Moving forward, and you know, you get your messages in your dream state, your meditative state, visions, unconscious thoughts, those thoughts that whistle through your head out of nowhere that you're not actually thinking about. Pay attention to those, because that's your answers. And because this person sees you, this person's with you all the time, and they're helping you, but I think I'm getting the impression that you're trying to ignore a little bit. Or maybe you don't quite believe in that kind of stuff, but it's there. And when you're ready and willing to use it, it's there for your taking. This is actually a really nice reading. And this person sends you love, and they should have told you more often, but they didn't. But again, this is a person who held back things. So again, it would have held back those words that they should have said. And again, they held back their knowledge, their experience, and wisdom, unless you were someone who, they wouldn't waste your time, put it that way. Again, this is the King. Again, another prominent male in this reading. So this could have something to do with you need rest, you need to make some choices. Your destiny and faith is going to come in the destined time, fated time, perfect timing, perfect place, perfect time. And it's going to come in cycles, and it's about putting an end to a conflict, but also restoring and rebuilding encouragement, courage, enhancing your courage, and restoring faith to be able to move forward, making some choices, getting some rest, paying attention to your intuitive messages from this person. Again, this has got to do with a father figure. And we could have two father figures, or a boss, or we could have actually multiple people involved here. But this could be, the King of Cups could be like a water, a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces in their chart. And it's not zodiac specific, of course. But this person really had a lot of love for you. When I see this King of Cups, it's like a father figure or a grandfather, a prominent male who had a lot of love for you, but maybe didn't share it as much as they should have, right? But they tell you that every day. They're with you every day. Okay. One more card. Oh yeah, okay, that's funny. That just flipped up and I just threw it back in because we had too many cards. Okay. This person, this is interesting. I'm going to take the bottom, I'm going to show you the bottom of this deck, and I'm going to take this card because it's exactly the same. Oh, look at this. Interesting. This is exactly the same card as this card right here. This is about hidden feelings, hidden knowledge, hidden wisdom, something they kept there. Maybe they had hurt feelings they never ever told you, or maybe loving words that they should have told you that they didn't, but it was an energy of holding back or hiding communication, not hiding anything bad, but just hiding feelings, maybe hiding wisdom that they should have passed on you that they didn't, and they regret it. There's like sadness, sorrow, grief, regret, and this can be you too. So if you're looking back and you're thinking, well, of course you're going to be sad about this person, and this ironically is on the bottom of the deck and it came up in reverse. So this is about, you know, this could be both sides. This could be you're hiding your feelings, hiding your sorrow, hiding your guilt, whatever this is, and It's hidden maybe to the public, hidden to your family perhaps, hidden to your friends, or holding back emotions or feelings, or just not telling people how you feel. And this could also be hiding. If you're seeing this person in your dreams or getting messages from this person, you could be hiding that from your family and friends because you just don't want them to know. You believe, but maybe they don't, and you feel a little bit of pressure just not to say. Don't go there, keep it to yourself. But you have a lot of sorrow, a lot of pain, a lot of grief, and perhaps a lot of regret, a lot of sadness when this person passed, and you've been hiding that. And they're saying basically, this is the card of sadness, disparity. This is very similar to this card. About about sadness, disparity. You just have a lot of regret, a lot of sadness after this person passed, and is very, very emotional. And this person is basically telling you, it's time to stop that. They see that you're hiding your pain and sorrow, your grief, and it's saying, you know what, you need to flip this around, and you need to start thinking of all the good times, the good memories, and just pay attention when they're in your energy fields, because that's kind of what makes you happy. So if there's something that pops up that reminds you of them in a happy way, they say cling to that, make use of that. It's there to make you happy. They're always there with you in spirit, not necessarily, of course, in the physical world, because they're not. But you know what? It's time to basically turn the frown upside down, and it's time to live again, time to smile again, time to have some happiness again. And if you have some regret, don't have any regrets. There was lots of hidden messages between you and this person. Maybe you both should have told each other you loved each other more often than it was, but it didn't happen. But that's okay. I can see that on both parts here. But they're with you. And again, this is a lot of deep grief and a lot of deep sorrow that is in the hidden realms, behind closed doors when no one's around. And it's time for some healing to take place, right? Again, that could be very energy depleting as well. And so even if you need some help, or you need to talk to somebody, go talk to a trusted friend or a parent or a grandparent or a professional even. And you know what? This is also another good message for the intuitive messages of the full moon ending. It's time to bring some of this to a little bit of a resolution. I'm not going to say closure, because lots of times it's never the same, but you have to adjust and make things better, and some choices there. This is actually a really, really nice reading. They're always there. Again, this was a prominent person in your life. They had a lot of impact, and when they passed, it was a bit of a shock. It was unexpected. And there could have been some hidden details, maybe about this person passing or whatever was going on here. Again, like the Seven of Swords is about hidden, keeping to yourselves, not sharing. Not sharing details, not sharing feelings, not sharing stories, because... and this person could be a very personal person as well, where they're just private, and they didn't share that kind of stuff easily. And there's lots of people out there like that. Some people are very public, and some people are very private. And this person was definitely a private person, and whoever this is talking to tends to be a more private person on the receiving end as well. They don't want to share because they really just don't feel the need to. And that's okay. We all have our comfortable paths and what we're comfortable with, right? Our comfort zone. Just need a drink here. And this is an oracle card from the Art of Manifestation Oracle by Jenny Florence. So it's card 17, forgiveness of ourselves. Okay, this is totally this whole reading on both sides. So this is a person who is passed on by surprise. This also is the person listening to this reading. When something goes wrong, even if the circumstances were out of our control, or we did our very best, we can still carry the guilt after the event. The gift of guilt is to help us learn to develop a conscience, not to carry a ball and chain for the rest of our lives. Listen to the learning and forgive yourself and for not being perfect. Release any guilt today. Okay, that's exactly what this is saying. We have guilt, we have grief, we have sorrow, sadness, and that's exactly what this is saying. Okay, so we have lots going on. This person's always with you, which is really, really nice, but they're giving some really good advice. This person was a very prominent figure in your life. Give really good worldly advice, very good common sense, very logical. They spoke well, they carried themselves well, they had a lot of courage, they had a lot of self-confidence, and they did everything step by step. And this was somebody who was not easily pushed around. They were not pushed around. They didn't take anybody's shit. And so Again, because it's a prominent figure, so this person was a private person. They didn't share a lot of feelings, wisdom, knowledge with just anybody. You had to be a very special, respectful person in this person's life before they offered any help, any wisdom, any experience, lessons, any advice. But they didn't share a lot, and whoever this is for did not share a lot either. And which is okay, because everybody has their own special ways, right? We're all wired differently. And you know what? They're just saying, you know, let go of the guilt, let go of the sadness, let go of the grief. And it's a lesson learned, right? And it's time to restore happiness, restore life again, get some rest. You guys need some rest, but do pay attention to the dream state. When you do recharge and rest, pay attention to the dream state, because this man is here with you. And if you have to make notes, keep a dream journal. This is just a really cool reading. It's kind of something that was a little quite sad and shocking in the first, but it's actually come out quite beautiful if you flow with the energy. Make it work for you, right? And some decisions, many decisions are going to have to be made here. Let go of the guilt, the sadness, the grief, the sorrow, and it's time to do some healing. And you have to get rid of some drama out of your life. So that could be people, that could be events, that could be a job, that could be whatever, a situation that needs to go. I'm going to pull one more card out of here. And these cards are on my Etsy shop. Okay, choose wisely and fly right. Every choice has a consequence, or positive or negative. Okay, so that's perfect. So think about things before you get into them, right? Choose wisely, because everything has a consequence, good or bad, which is true. Quit taking part in something that's really got nothing to do with you, or if you can't get it to step one, don't bother. If it doesn't involve you, don't bother. That's someone else's war. Let them deal with it, right? That's their life lesson, not yours. Anyway, that will wrap up our reading. This is actually a really nice reading. This was a very, very special, important person to you. And again, it tends to want to go down the dad or the grandfather, a prominent male figure, maybe a male boss, but it can be prominent female as well. So that will conclude our reading for today. So thank you for joining me on my channel, taking the time to stop in. If the reading resonates, you like it, claim it, and seal it with a midnight kiss. If not, ditch it and leave it. Remember, we are always at free will choice. So may this shine on you in a positive way. Remember, live, laugh, love, and always keep a sense of humor. And definitely you need some humor and some healing here. And wishing you many blessings, health, and happiness. And you know what? Until we talk again, stay happy, stay healthy, help yourself, and help others. So bye for now, and take